Day one for 42.15 pounds of walleye. Oxford, Wisconsin's what he calls home. Ladies and gentlemen, Danny Steffens.
Hey.
Todd Reary from Sheffield Lake, Ohio is his co-angling partner. Got a little cheering.
All right, folks. Todd, come on in here. Want to make sure you see this. Make sure you see it close. Again, folks, Danny Steffens, tournament leader on day one, started the tournament with a bang with 42 pounds, 15 ounces. Go ahead and throw him in there. Again, we're expecting 42 pounds, 15 ounces is day one. He had 29 pounds. Go ahead and throw him in there one at a time. One at a time. Oh, he says he's got to hear some noise. He had 42 pounds, 15 ounces on day one. Can he get it? There's one. There's one. Co-angler had 36.8. Todd Reary, he needs 32.5 total to take over the lead on the co-angler side. Danny, keep bringing him, buddy.
Go, Todd.
Keep bringing him. Todd Reary needs 32.5. Danny only needs, I shouldn't say only because it's a bag, he needs 26 pounds and 13 ounces to take over the lead. 26 pounds, 13 is what we're looking for. Are we nervous?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, on the co-side. Here we go. Number 3. Again, 26-13, 32-5. Tom DePuter over here is the co-angler in the lead. And of course, we just saw John Bala take over lead on the pro side. He's got number 4. I don't know. It's getting close. Needs 26-13 to take over the lead. And of course, like I said, Todd, you need 32.5. There it is. He's got a limit. He's got to be on it. We're going to make it happen. 26-13 to take over the lead. Got him. 34 pounds, 6 ounces. Danny Steffens is your new tournament leader. Todd Reary, also your tournament leader on the co-angler side. You were nervous? You got it. Give it up. Get some photos here, guys. Make sure we get your 4 biggest. They're all big, but let's get all the way up front. Get some photos of these fish. Tell me Todd Reary's not pumped up.
Between the two of them, ladies and gentlemen, they've caught about 200 pounds of walleyes in the last 3 days. Danny Steffens with 106.5 and Todd Reary with 93.6.
106.5 after 3 days.
Way to go, guys. Way to go.
Good job, guys. Congratulations. This is awesome. Get him back there in the tub, and I want to find all about this, man.
Chip, bring up our day one. What we talked about on the stage with Danny Steffens.
What was you walked up on that stage day one, and what was the first thing that you said? I want to hear what words?
We've got a new leader.
We've got a new leader. He goes to go up on the stage and he looks at me and he just says, all I want to hear is those 5 words. Those 5 words. I had no idea what 5 words you were looking for, but you did hear them.
I just wanted to hear those 5 famous words. We've got a new leader. I wanted to hear it.
Now you've heard it twice in 3 days.
Let's hear that I can keep this lead, okay?
Well, you just might. We've got a few boats left. We're going to find out. Get over here and tell me. Tell me about what you were doing this week to catch those fish.
Well, it was started off pulling crawler harnesses actually up on North Bass. I pulled a small fish up there right away on first Thursday morning. It was running pretty small, so we said we were going to get the heck out of here. And I said, I got a place I think we can win this thing on. And went up there and started pulling crankbaits. We were pulling reef runners at about between 1.7 and 2.1. And it just worked out fantastic for me to get 14 fish in this tournament and still be standing here and being in the lead right now, you know. And I don't know, I'm flat out. This is my first top 10 ever.
Let's hear it for him. First top 10 ever. Congratulations. Now, coming into today, I'll redo my math here, we had 7.9 pound average coming into today. That is that's a pretty high mark.
Yeah, it's actually a great mark. I just want to tell everybody here at Port Clinton, I've had such a great time. You know, during my pre-fishing time here, I really did not do well. But the day of the tournament, when everything counts, that's when she all came out of the bag. And I got to thank a lot of my friends for helping me out. Kevin, my best friend, Kevin Carterson, actually took me in his boat I got a medical problem, so I'm here, and I was hurting on a couple of days. He took me in his boat and actually showed me this plan. And I said, Kevin, this is going to work. And I'm here to stay.
Now, for those of you that have not been to previous weigh-ins or checked with FLWOutdoors.com on the story, tell us about what happened and the accident you're referring to now.
Well, I got burned by some hot cooking oil. I got actually hot cooking oil inside of my boot. I got a skin graft on my right leg, and I didn't know if I was going to be here. And the doctor told me, he said, sorry. He said if I would make sure that I had somebody here to change my bandages and take care of me, I could go. Here I am, guys.
He's no stranger to cashing checks in the walleye world. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the most recognizable names in walleye fishing, Mercury Pro Keith Kavajecz. Along with Mike Beth from Brookville, Indiana, his co-angling partner.
All right, Keith has had a tournament, I tell you, 38-8 on day one. Let's put one in the tub. 34-13. He had a 2-day wait, folks. Outstanding 73 pounds, 5 ounces in 10 fish. As a matter of fact, there it is. Go ahead and throw it in there. Mike Benz had 25-1 and 35-8, giving him a total of 60 pounds, 9 ounces. Again, sometimes the fish elude us and kind of get away from us on the last day. Don't let this fool you. A living legend of the sport. We'll make it official. Keith and Mike's weight for today. They have 2 fish. Going to weigh 8 pounds even. Gives Keith 81.5. Mike 68.9. Keith, you still made it in 8th place as of now. And Mike, you're in 7th. Appreciate you guys.
Well, congratulations and welcome. I got to tell you, it's an honor to share the stage again with you, Keith.
There you go. It's great to be here and out of the fog finally. I tell you what, I felt literally like I was fishing in the fog all day. I just could not figure them out today. When I'm out there fishing, what I'm looking for is clues. Any kind of clue to tell me what to do the rest of the day. If I make a turn and my outside board catches, I'm going faster, I speed up. If I drop down a line and get a fish, I lower more lines. If I get one on a certain color, I put out more of that color pattern or similar color patterns. And I tell you what, I was actually clueless today. I mean, I had no idea what the fish were doing. They were all sitting there. There was more marks today than any of the days. They were all 21 to 25 feet down, which is where I was catching them. And I just could not get anything done. So that's the way it is. And thankfully I had my 2 good days, the first 2 days. I'm in all of the FLW tournaments this year, going for the Angler of the Year race. So got a good start on that. Had 3 great partners in the event, and really a great run event. It's my first FLW tournament. You guys do a really good job here, and I really had a good time.
All right, well, thank you so much, Keith. What did you think when you draw a legend like that coming into the final day?
Keith is a true professional. It was a lot of fun fishing with him today. My job to try to keep him up a little bit when the fish weren't fighting, and I tried to do that. But it's been a great tournament up here. I fished these quite a few years ago. Hadn't fished one since '06, and came back at a good time.
Well, we're certainly glad to have you back, and we're certainly glad to have you on the National Guard FLW Walleye Tour, Keith.
One last thing I wanted to say is my wife couldn't come to this one. She travels me with me everywhere, and I just want to say I love you, Lynn, and even though I didn't catch him today, I'll try and get him next time.
I think she'll still. We have 2 boats remaining, and some big guns these are. This next gentleman is 2nd in career earnings on the National Guard FLW Walleye Tour with over $613,000 in his pocket. 13 top 10s, 2-time tour champion, fishing in his 41st tour event. Hately, Wisconsin, he calls home Evinrude Ranger Pro Tom Keenan. Dan Leach from Linwood, Michigan is his co-angler today with 2 top 10s himself.
Dan can't take it. He's shaking like a leaf. You're cool as a cucumber. Oh yeah, he's shaking. You're shaking about as bad as Danny Steffens over here. Danny Steffens, your tournament leader on the pro side. Todd Reary, right over there, your tournament leader on the co-angler side. Let's make it happen. Let's load one, Tom. All right. Tom had 35.7 on day 1. Let's talk about this. Now, while you're loading, I'll tell him about your day 2. He came up here with 46 pounds, 6 ounces on day 2. 46 pounds. That's 5 of them. That's over a 9-pound average. Coming in today, I didn't know what to expect, but he's starting it out right. All right. Tom needs 24.9 to take over the lead on the pro side. 24 pounds, 9 ounces. Nice. They're getting bigger, folks. All right, you seeing this, Danny? All right. He needs 24.9. Daniel Leach needs 30 pounds, 6 ounces to get the lead on the co-angler side. Whew. There's 4. I don't know what you're owing about, because it's getting there. 24 pounds, 9 ounces for Tom. 30 pounds, 6 ounces for Daniel Leach. Danny Steffens, Todd Reary. Tournament leaders at this point. Mark it. 34 pounds, 8 ounces, puts both of them in the respective lead. Tom Keenan with 116 pounds, 5 ounces per linger, 97.9. Grab a couple apiece, get out there in front and show them how you catch them. There they are. 106.
Absolutely incredible, ladies and gentlemen. 116 pounds of walleye for Mr. Keenan. 97.9 for Daniel Leach. And those are your new tournament leaders on both the pro and co-angler sides of the National Guard FLW Walleye Tour, Port Clinton. All right, guys, it looks like it's raining, so let's get these fish in here real quick.
Don't want to rain on your parade.
No, we don't want to do that. Very nice. Quickly, Mr. Keenan, yeah, we're going to crown our champion in just a second. We got one more boat to go, so as they do that, get out here, Danny, and just tell me about it, man. Tell me about the last couple of days, what you're doing, and obviously you're dialed in.
Actually, we really weren't that dialed in. I started by everybody the last 2 days for about an hour or 2, and I went fishing all by myself every single day. I stopped at the first spot today, and I think in 35 minutes we had 5. It was just insanity. I couldn't keep them off, and the fog was pretty intense. We fished there a little bit, and we still had 5, and finally I decided we need to leave. I wanted to go catch big fish, and it took about 4 miles, and the fog cleared, and we ran all the way west. Unlike everybody else, I was looking for the dirtiest water I could find. We went breed fishing today. We found a new spot, had some dirty water. I was watching my speed on my temp. It jumped up to 59 degrees. We sat down and we went 50 yards and took a double.
Man, that's the way it's supposed to work out. Incredible. You've had over an 8-pound average thus far. I mean, it's very incredible. And I think with the way this rain's going, I think we're just going to pick the pace up here just a little bit. So I'm going to have you stand right over here.